Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Rayan Daily English,
where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Emily.
And I'm Calm. It is so good to be here again. I'm really happy to talk with you today, Emily.
I am happy too, Tom. Today we have a very interesting topic for our listeners.
Oh, I love interesting topics. What are we talking about today?
We are talking about the past. We want to help our friends describe their experiences and memories in English.
That is perfect. We all have stories to tell, right?
Exactly. Everyone has a story. For example, Tom, what did you do yesterday?
Yesterday, I woke up early and went for a long walk in the park. It was very peaceful.
Oh, that sounds lovely. I stayed at home yesterday and I cleaned my kitchen.
Cleaning the kitchen is not as fun as a walk in the park, but it is necessary.
You are right. Notice how we used words like went, woke up, stayed, and cleaned.
Yes, those are past tense verbs. They help us talk about things that are finished.
It's interesting because some verbs are regular, like cleaned, and some are irregular, like went.
True. For regular verbs, we usually just add ed at the end. For example, I watched a movie.
Yes, or I played tennis with my brother last Saturday.
But the irregular ones are a little different. I go becomes I went. I see becomes I saw.
Exactly. Last night I saw a very famous actor at the supermarket.
No way, really? Who did you see?
I saw a man who looked exactly like Tom Cruise, but he was just buying milk.
That is a funny story. Did you talk to him?
No, I didn't. I was too shy to say anything. I just watched him from far away.
Well, I watched is another great example. It shows a completed action in the past. Do you remember your first car? That's a great past experience to talk about.
Oh, I remember it very well. It was a very old blue car. I bought it 10 years ago.
Was it a fast car or was it slow?
It was very slow, but I loved it because it gave me freedom.
I loved it is perfect. You're describing a feeling you had in the past.
Yes, I drove that car to the beach every single weekend during the summer.
That sounds like a wonderful memory. I remember my first bicycle. It was bright red.
Wow, did you ride it to school every day?
No, I didn't. I lived very close to the school, so I walked most of the time.
I lived and I walked. You are a natural at this, Tom.
Thanks, Emily. It's all about practice. We use these words to paint a picture of our lives.
What about things we did many times in the past, like habits?
Great question. We can use the phrase used to. For example, I used to play the piano.
Oh, I used to play the drums when I was a teenager. My parents hated the noise.
I can imagine. My brother used to collect old coins from different countries.
That's a cool hobby. So, used to means you did it before, but you don't do it now.
Exactly. It describes a past habit or a state that is different today. For example, I used to live in a small village, but now I live in a big city.
And I used to have very long hair. Now it's much shorter.
I remember that. You looked very different in those old photos.
We also use the past tense to talk about vacations. Tom, where did you go on your last vacation?
Last year, I went to Italy. It was an amazing experience.
Italy, wow. Did you eat a lot of pasta and pizza?
Yes, I did. I ate pasta every single day. The food was incredible.
Did you visit the Colosseum in Rome?
Yes, I visited the Colosseum and the Vatican. I took so many photos.
I bet those photos are beautiful. I went to Japan 3 years ago.
Japan, that's a big trip. What was the best part of the journey?
I loved the mountains. I traveled to a small town near Mount Fuji.
Did you see the top of the mountain? Sometimes it's covered by clouds.
I was lucky. The sky was clear, and I saw the mountain very clearly.
That sounds like a dream. I was lucky and the sky was clear are great for descriptions.
Yes, We use the verb to be in the past. Was and were, right? I was, he was, she was, it was.
And for the others, we use were, like we were happy or they were at the party last night.
It is very simple when you think about it. It is like building a puzzle with words.
Clears throat. Let's talk about negative sentences. Sometimes we need to say what didn't happen.
For that, we use did not or didn't, like I didn't go to the gym today.
Exactly. And remember, after didn't, we use the normal verb. We don't say, I didn't went.
Oh, that is a common mistake. It should be I didn't go.
Yes. Or I didn't see the movie, not I didn't saw.
That is a very important rule for our friends to remember. It makes a big difference.
Friendly. If you are enjoying this conversation, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who is learning English.
Yes, and if you are still listening, comment memory below. We want to see who is here with us.
So, Emily, let's talk about a time you had a problem in the past, like a funny disaster.
Oh, I have a good one. One time, I tried to cook a big dinner for my friends.
What happened? Did you burn the food?
I didn't just burn it. I forgot to put water in the pot for the rice.
Oh no, so the rice was completely dry and black?
Yes, the kitchen was full of smoke. My friends arrived and they smelled the smoke immediately.
That is terrible and funny at the same time. What did you do?
We didn't eat my rice. We ordered pizza instead, and we laughed about it all night.
That is a classic story. We ordered pizza and we laughed. Perfect past tense. And the kitchen was full of smoke. Oh, I'm glad that's in the past.
Me too. I had a similar experience when I started my first job.
Tell me more. What was your first job?
I was a waitress at a very busy cafe. On my first day, I was very nervous.
Being a waitress is hard work. Did you drop anything?
Sigh. Yes, I dropped a tray with 3 cups of coffee. It was a mess.
Oh no, so the customers got angry with you.
Luckily, they were very kind. One woman said, "Don't worry, I did the same thing on my first day."
That was so nice of her. It's funny how we remember those moments so clearly.
It is. Our past experiences make us who we are today.
Very true. I also remember the first time I traveled alone. I felt so grown up.
Where did you go? Was it far away?
I took a train to another city to visit my grandmother. I was only 15.
15? That's young to travel alone. Were you scared?
A little bit, but I followed the signs and I asked people for help when I got lost.
I followed, I asked, I got lost. These are all great ways to tell a story. Notice that got is the past of get. It's another irregular verb.
Yes, explaining, I get lost today, I got lost yesterday. Very simple.
Tom, what about questions? How do we ask about the past?
We start the question with did. For example, did you sleep well last night?
Yes, I did. Or no, I didn't. It's a very easy way to answer.
And just like the negative sentences, the verb stays in its normal form. Did you go, not did you went.
Right. Thoughtful. Did you see that beautiful sunset yesterday evening?
No, I didn't see it. I was working in my office with the curtains closed.
Oh, that is a shame. It was orange and purple. It was really special.
I missed it, but I am glad you saw it, Emily.
We can also use what words like where, what, or why before did.
Exactly. Where did you go? Or what did you eat for breakfast this morning?
I ate some fruit and drank a large cup of tea.
That sounds healthy. I had a piece of toast and some orange juice.
I had is another irregular one. Have becomes had.
Yes, it is used so often in English. I had a great time. I had a dream.
Speaking of dreams, I had a very strange dream last night about a giant cat.
A giant cat? What did the cat do in your dream?
It sat on top of my house and started singing. It was very weird.
That is definitely strange. Did the cat have a good voice?
No, it didn't. It sounded like a loud trumpet.
I love that. Dreams are such funny past experiences to talk about.
They really are. They are like little movies in our heads from the night before.
Emily, do you remember the first time we met? That was a few years ago.
I do. We were at that English teachers conference in London.
Yes, you were wearing a very bright yellow shirt. I noticed you immediately.
Oh, I loved that shirt. I bought it because it made me feel happy. We talked for hours about our favorite books and movies.
It was the start of a great friendship. I am glad we met that day.
Me too. We talked and we met. The past tense is how we build our history together.
It is interesting how some people find the past tense difficult, but it is really just about learning the patterns.
Yes, practice is the key. You have to use the verbs in real sentences, like when you tell a friend about your weekend. I went to the cinema and I watched a comedy.
Or when you talk about your childhood. I lived in a house with a big garden.
I used to climb trees in my garden when I was a little girl.
Did you ever fall out of a tree?
Yes, I did. One time I fell and I hurt my arm. It was very painful.
Oh no. Did you have to go to the hospital?
Yes, my mom took me to the hospital, but the doctor was very nice and gave me a sticker.
Stickers make everything better when you're a kid.
They really do. I felt like a hero with my bandage and my sticker.
That is a great story. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end.
That's the secret to telling stories in the past. You just follow the timeline. First, I went to the tree, then I climbed, suddenly I fell, finally I went to the doctor.
Those words like first, then, and finally help the listener follow the story.
They're like bridges between the sentences. They make the story flow better.
Let's think of another example. How about a shopping trip?
Okay, yesterday I went to the mall because I needed new shoes.
Did you find any shoes that you liked?
I looked at many pairs, but I didn't find the perfect ones at first.
Then what happened? Did you go home with nothing?
No, triumphantly. Finally, I found a small shop in the corner and I bought these beautiful boots.
Those are very nice. They look very comfortable.
They are. I wore them all day today and my feet don't hurt at all.
I wore is the past of wear. That's another irregular one for the list.
Good catch, Tom. There are so many irregular verbs, but we use the same ones over and over.
Verbs like do, go, see, eat, and buy are the most common. If you learn those, you can describe 80% of your day.
That is a great tip for our learners. Focus on the most common verbs first. What about the weather? How do we describe the weather in the past?
We usually use it. For example, it was sunny or it was rainy.
Last week, it was very cold. I had to wear my heavy coat and a scarf.
I remember that. It was freezing. I stayed inside and drank hot chocolate.
You stayed and you drank. You are using the past tense perfectly.
I am trying my best. It is fun to talk about these things with you.
It really is. I also like talking about people I knew in the past, like an old teacher or a neighbor.
Yes, I had a teacher named Mrs. Smith. She was very strict, but very kind.
I had a teacher like that too. She taught me how to love history.
She taught, the past of teach. That is a tricky one.
Yes, it is spelled Taught. It's a strange word, but it sounds like taught.
English spelling can be a little crazy sometimes, but the sound is what matters most.
Exactly. As long as people understand your story, you are doing a great job.
Emily, did you listen to any good music when you were younger?
Oh, yes. I listened to a lot of pop music in the 90s. I had hundreds of CDs.
Hundreds? Where are they now? Did you throw them away?
No, I kept them. They're in a box in my attic. I can't say goodbye to them.
I kept is the past of keep. I'm glad you kept your memories.
Me too. Sometimes I look at them and I remember being a teenager again.
It is like a time machine. Music and smells can take us back to the past instantly.
That is true. The smell of fresh bread always reminds me of my grandmother's house.
Oh, I know that feeling. She used to bake bread every Sunday morning.
She used to bake. You are using used to again. Perfect. It's the best way to talk about those repeated actions that we remember so well.
Emily, what is a past experience that changed your life?
That is a deep question. I think it was when I decided to move to this city.
Why did you decide to move?
I wanted a new challenge. I packed my bags, said goodbye to my family, and took a bus here.
Was it difficult at first? Did you feel lonely?
A little bit, yes. I didn't know many people, and I didn't have a job yet.
But you stayed and you worked hard, and now you are here with me.
Yes, I found a job, I made new friends, and I built a new life.
That is a very inspiring story. I packed, I said, I took. You told it so clearly.
Thank you. It's just about sharing the steps of what happened.
We should also mention that did is used for emphasis sometimes.
Oh, you mean like when someone doesn't believe you?
Exactly. Like, I did finish my homework if the teacher is surprised.
Or I did clean the house when your roommate asks why it is still messy.
Yes, it's a way to show that the action really happened, but normally we don't need it in positive sentences. We just change the verb.
Correct. I cleaned is enough for most situations.
We have talked about so many things today: food, travel, jobs, and even giant cats.
The giant cat was the best part. I think it certainly was a unique experience. I hope our listeners are feeling more confident now.
I hope so too. Talking about the past is just like sharing a piece of yourself. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Even if you say, I go, people will understand you.
That's right. But the more you listen and practice, the more natural it will become.
Exactly. Use the verbs we talked about today and try to tell a story to a friend.
Or write it down in a journal. Today I did many things. I went to work and I talked to Tom.
That is a great entry for a journal, Emily.
It was the highlight of my day after all.
You are so kind. Well, I think we covered a lot of ground today.
We did. We went through the rules, the examples, and some fun stories. Remember to use was and were for descriptions and ed for regular actions.
And don't forget the irregular ones, like went, saw, and had.
And used to for those old habits that we don't do anymore.
Like me playing the drums, my poor neighbors back then.
I'm sure they were very patient people.
They were. They never complained, which was very nice of them.
Well, everyone, we hope you enjoyed this episode about the past.
It was a pleasure as always. Keep practicing your English every day.
Yes, if you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up and share it.
And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next conversation.
Thank you for listening to English Daily. We will see you next time. Goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful day.
Goodbye. See you soon.